guys, this week we are talking about self-love and insecurities. To top things off, we wanted to spice things up a bit, and we've created our Mango Madness Margarita.
And I created my fajita style queso dip.
This week we're talking about a very serious topic. I made a little joke on my Snapchat this week, not even realizing that it was, Suicide Awareness Month, So, am I saying that right? Suicide awareness?
What's a mental
health things that we like about ourselves and a few things we don't like, because that's natural.
Yeah.
You should have some things. If you don't have one or two things that you love about yourself, then you need to look yourself in the mirror and find them. And we're also going to let you guys know some things that we like about each other and dislike about each other.
It's your girl Ree
And your girl Lady G, and you're now tuned into
the Ree and Lady G Show. So we are going to double back on what we discussed last week. Last week our episode was on, this is part 2 to our episode on self-love and insecurities. And we found it very fitting to discuss the Ayesha Curry topic. We did kind of touch 2 seconds on it last week, but I think it's perfect for us to go back on it this week to kind of discuss how we feel, because Lady G has her views and of course I have mine too. So this Ayesha Curry stuff has been just absolutely blown
Out of control.
Of proportion.
Completely blown.
So Lady
out of
G, go
proportion.
ahead and take the floor, honey, because this is your tea, girl.
Okay,
Give it to us.
so I don't really know where I want to start with this, so I'm just going to jump right in.
Blue.
But I first want to say that unless you've ever been in an interview settings, you really don't know what it's like to kind of be on the spot, and people be throwing all these kind of questions at you, and you have your own emotions and feelings, and you never know what a person is going through, and it can have a lot to do with the things that they say. So I just kind of want to say that, because let me tell you, my cousin called me up from New Jersey. He never calls me. Anything he has to say to me, he'll say it through text. He called me up, shout out to Kevin. He was like, it's basketball season. He's a church-going guy. She shouldn't have said that, even if she felt that way. And although I am team Ayesha Curry.
So am I.
I'm going to stand behind her, because she, A, is a woman, and B, I don't think she meant harm by it. I really don't think she meant harm by it. I think she was just kind of really trying to convey how it feels when you're with a man of such caliber, after you have children and all that stuff, because I can relate to it. My husband is from this town called Passaic, and a lot of guys won't even look my way in that town. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that I want them to look my way, but in the event people were always looking at you and then now they're not, it can kind of make you question, like, so what's going on?
Is she saying that they never did?
No, she's saying that they
did
don't.
before and now they don't.
I don't think she was saying whether they did before or not. She's saying her being with this famous, guy, nobody's looking at her. They respect him so much that they overlook her. And I don't think she was saying, hey, look at me, hey, look at me.
No.
I think she was just kind of trying to say, like, women are still looking at him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Women don't have enough respect to not look at him.
No matter how much people respect Jay-Z, no matter how much they respect Jay-Z, they're still looking at Beyonce. But I had a little debate on Facebook with someone about this, and he brought a really good point up to me. He's like, well, Beyonce was, her persona, her sexy image prior. Prior to him. These people were their sexy image prior. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought up Megan Good. The fact that people still looking at her, she a whole past the wife.
Right.
But the image that she had before then was not that. So
Right.
I could get it from that side, that standpoint. But I haven't had children yet, but I can only imagine if I did meet the insecurities that I would feel in wanting that attention. Like, you can be with somebody for that long and feel that the only reason why they feel that you're so beautiful is because y'all been together for that long. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's another point that I kind of could relate to her, because it's like, when you're with someone for such a long time, and especially if you're married and you have children, sometimes you even want to ask your partner, like, you know, you still in this? Are you still, you know,
Yeah,
happy?
I mean,
And do I still do it for you? You know, I be walking around the house looking like Einstein, you know. Don't look at me like that, Jeffrey. Y'all, when the cameras is off, I snatch this wig off so fast. If you catch me at
looking
Walmart,
like Meatville, the light skin one.
if you catch me at Walmart, Publix, or any of the surrounding areas, I will not be all dressed up in glamorous because ain't nobody got time for that. And when I do have time for it, I utilize it for something important. But, you know, I know what it feels like to kind of just be like, Dad, I wonder if I still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And, you know, I'll be at the club like, babe, this guy was trying to holler at me. I'll go and brag to my husband about it because it makes me feel good. Not because I actually want the man. And I know that women are looking at my husband. He got 6 packs and all these big old muscles.
And that's the thing. If no one was looking at your husband, that'd be questionable. And if no one's looking at you, that is questionable.
I don't need nobody looking at my husband. You know, I'm crazy.
No, seriously, I don't need nobody looking at my man, but I like to know that he is attractive.
He's
attractive
the man.
to me. Yeah, like you're the man. I don't need you to be the pimp of the South. I just need to know that, you know, not that I need to know, but it feels good to know that another want my man. And you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how I feel like Aisha felt. Now, I feel that you guys need to take it easy on these people. Like, damn, calm down. Like, she just made one little statement and people just ran with it. Now there's memes, all different sorts of things. And I understand that everyone has their opinion.
And that's fine. But you don't bash people.
You don't.
I'm totally against it. I'm totally against cyberbullying. I'm totally against all of that because you don't know what people are dealing with behind closed doors. What if this was the only way for this woman? What if, you know, I'm not saying that's the case, but what if she's going through something so deep, you know, and that was the only way for her to express herself, whether she said maybe the wrong words or not. She was in a hot seat. She's just a really, or was just a regular woman. She's sitting there talking to Jada Pinkett. Like, shoot, I don't know what I might say when I start talking to Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? I might just be so overly emotional and start really getting deep. And Jada Pinkett, she just looked like the type of person you start talking to, and
right,
it's just like,
she's so comforting.
Exactly. And
you might just spill all the beans to Jada Pinkett now.
Exactly. So you know,
she got her guard down. Like, y'all are tripping. Y'all are doing way too much. Aisha is not ugly. I can't say that she's sexy, but she is a Christian woman. And in every single way, she pretty much...
But everybody's sexy in their own way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
She's beautiful. Her kids are gorgeous. Her husband is fine. Y'all are beautiful together. We are rooting for you, Aisha Curry, point blank, period.
And everybody needs to fall back because guess what?
Sit down.
Maybe it was wrong if you think it was wrong. Maybe you do think what Aisha Curry did was wrong. But is it so wrong that you have to drag her through the mud? You know, just ask yourself that. In light of that situation, it's really important that we let everybody know how important it is to not ever take any of the problems of the world to the heart so much that you want to hurt yourself.
I'm telling you.
No matter what.
It's extremely important. We want to just bring awareness to everybody that, you know, self-love is very important, and surrounding yourself with people that demonstrate that is important as well, because it can get you out of situations like this. Saying all that to say, we'll be right back, and we're going to touch base on some tips to pretty much avoid all this negativity that you may be feeling. When you swipe on social media, you may feel like you feel some type of way. We do too. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about it. We'll be right back. So we are back, and you know, we just want to touch base on the fact that Steph Curry, just so you know, if you tune back into the show, we were talking about Aisha Curry and the Insecurities and the statement that she made at the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, which is goals, by the way. But you know, we want to touch base on that and the fact that she did state that although she's married and she's happily married, she doesn't want the attention of other men. She stated that she likes to at least, you know, somehow get the attention that she, you know, that same attention that he gets when they're out in public. That's the comment that she made. So we're touching base on that. Just so you guys know, Steph Curry did make a statement. He pretty much said that he stands by his queen, and he understands her statement, and life should commence.
Exactly. It's terrible that people are still talking about it after he said, you know, he took a stand. He said he doesn't care about it. So if you're sitting at home and you're really wasting your time cyberbullying her or sending messages to her or whatever it is that you do, I feel like you need to mind the business that pays you, because this ain't it. You're not profiting off of the situation in any way, and even if you are, you need to get a better job, because I don't appreciate what you're doing. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just think it's really important to kind of shine light on the fact that people, and I don't think it's it's only people don't love themselves, so they kill themselves. I don't think that that's the case. I think that people don't know how to deal with their problems, and
Agreed.
mental health is a big thing. And in our urban community, it's kind of taken as a joke,
It
you
is
know.
taken
And
as
I
a
will
joke.
say, I recently made a little joke. I'm gonna be honest because my cousin's gonna watch
What it
this.
is.
I did make a little joke because I was in the emergency room the other day, and this girl came in and her mom was like, she took pills to try to kill herself. And I'm in here trying to make sure I ain't having no stroke. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here trying to make sure they ain't dying.
I was on the phone with her, mind you, when this is happening.
And I'm like, we trying to stay alive and you trying to kill yourself. And you know,
Sorry, it's not funny.
I had to think about that because although I do feel like I won't take this back, I'm going to say this, I do feel like suicide is very selfish because you leave all these people behind that care about you and love you and have invested so much in you, and then you decide to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to just snatch myself away from all these people who care about me. So that is really where my comment came from.
Agreed, but you know, speaking on that, I have a lot of questions surrounding that, and some of those questions are like, what led you there? What happened?
But that's the thing.
You know what
that's
I'm
why you can't be so light about the situation.
Yeah,
it's
because
not
you
just
know
like,
what happened.
it's mental health.
Exactly.
So you have to take the time to, if you need to talk to somebody, if you need to talk to somebody who's educated and you know, counseling.
You gotta depend on people. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind and I need a friend, and so I'll call Lady G and I'll be like, you know what, I'm going through this and that. We always start with, okay, no business,
right?
Because you gotta like separate the two sometimes, because we're so like business mind right now that we have to like, you know, separate that in our friendship. And so I'll be like, all right, drop the show for a second, and it'll be like, all right, friend terms, we on friend terms, and we talk.
Exactly.
And sometimes that is necessary. Additionally, I would say that a lot of insecurities for women stem from dating or stem from cheating. You know what I'm saying? And just be careful who you date. If this man don't love you for how you look and what you is and what you ain't, then he can go find something else somewhere for him. And I really mean that. To the left.
Because my butt is flat. You know what I'm saying? I really need a BBL. I really do. Like, in the worst way possible.
Yes.
But guess what? If my husband is just gonna leave me and go cheat on me with one of them big booty girls, then he can go. You know, there's gonna be somebody.
Yeah.
There's
and that's
gonna
how
be
you guys need to
somebody
think.
good.
Exactly.
There's gonna be somebody in the world that's good who's not gonna
men
care
out
about
here.
that. So, you know, going back to what I was saying, you know, I was being a little ignorant and I was like, girl, you out here trying to kill yourself and we trying to live. But it all goes back to mental health. Sometimes people even need, if you need to take medication, take the medication. Whatever it is you need to do to stay alive, stay alive. If you need somebody to talk to, you don't feel like your friend is there, your parents are there, your cousin is there, write us, email us. If you know what I'm saying.
We'll give you some nice, healthy words. I tell you off about the things you're thinking. I'll be like, what the hell you got going on, girl? We don't do that.
Surround yourself with
like,
people who's real with
hold
you.
the hell up here, you know? And that's why the friends that I have right now in my life, I know for a fact, if I call you and I have done something, you're going to tell me.
Exactly.
And I don't need friends in my life that are not going to. So I would say surround yourself with people that have your best interest, people that know you, people that care about you, people that care about your mind, your spirit, your body. Find a friend, go to church with them. Have a quick Bible study. Exchange positive affirmations in the morning. Exchange Bible verses in the morning. We do that all the time.
And another thing, if you have a friend and they keep saying, oh, I just want to die, or I just feel like I'm going to kill myself, don't take that serious. You know, I have somebody that's really, really close to me who lost somebody last year, and the person was sending signs. You know, he was sending signs that he kind of wanted an exit. So it's really important for you to take it serious because it is a serious thing. And sometimes people are playing, but sometimes they're not. And you wouldn't want to take it lightly if someone is really going through something. So do whatever you can to get help.
Please do. And let me tell you something. There are so many different places you can go to. There's so many different groups. There's so many different, you know, you can open a book. You can there's so many different things right now, avenues that you can go through to make yourself feel better. One that I would recommend, of course, is to just, you know, get off of Instagram for a minute. That might be a part of it. Get off of social media. Get off all that fakeness, because all people just portraying something that they're not. Additionally, we would like to share a helpline with you guys, suicide helpline. You know, if there's anyone out there that you know, or maybe it's even you, please think about what you're doing. You are valuable. Someone loves you. You mean something. You would not be here if you did not. Period. You have purpose. You have meaning. You have life. And people beg for that. You know what I'm saying? People dropping like flies out here. So just think about the fact that you mean something to someone. You know, even the fact that you're watching our show right now and you're tuning in, that means so much. You are supporting our dream. So in all of that, here's the number. It's 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. And we want to share that number with you guys. If, like I said, if you or anyone you know might need help, please give them that phone number. Let's keep each other alive. Let's live in love.
Thank you for tuning into the Rhea and Lady G show. We enjoyed you. We'll see you next time.
It's your girl Rhea.
And your girl Lady G.
And this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we have decided to just touch briefly on this topic. We take it very, very serious here at the Rhea and Lady G show and wanted to bring more awareness to our community.
We just want to let everyone know that if at any time you feel like you can't cope with life, or you know you need somebody to talk to, that we're here for you and other people are there for you as well.
Most definitely. We definitely find it important to just reach out to your friends and your loved ones if ever you need help mentally. If you need anything that you feel that you can reach out for, please do. And of course, we have a helpline number that we'd love for you guys to reach out to if you or anyone you know might be thinking of suicide. The number is 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. We love you guys, and we appreciate you for watching the show.